As the U.S. is at war abroad, we are continuing to follow recent attacks on the homeland, learning some shocking new details tonight. The IDF taking to social media this morning, saying the brother of Ayman Mohammed Ghazali, the man who rammed his car into a Michigan synagogue earlier this week, was a Hezbollah commander responsible for managing weapons operations. Now, according to the U.S. Department of Homeland Security, the Michigan synagogue attacker was a naturalized U.S. citizen born in Lebanon. His brother, Ibrahim, was recently killed in an Israeli airstrike amid Operation Epic Fury. We're heading to NewsNation's Mills Hayes with the very latest on these attacks and how the U.S. is monitoring for future threats on U.S. soil. Mills.
Natasha, experts are warning that there is an increased risk for terror attacks in the United States, and the Jewish community tells us they aren't waiting for law enforcement to protect themselves. The recent anti-Semitic attacks and increased threats across the nation have many Americans on edge and others looking to take matters into their own hands.
This is us protecting ourselves and really taking responsibility, accountability, and ownership over our own safety.
Carmi Lawrence is with the Synagogue Security Council of America, a group of Jewish Americans with law enforcement experience who have trained tens of thousands of volunteers across the country how to use guns in case a threat comes to their synagogue, schools, or community center.
Regardless of how quick you dial 911, synagogue congregants will always be their own first responder.
The nonprofit has seen an uptick in interest in their safety training since the recent attacks across America and the start of the Iran war.
They see this is a vehicle ramming attack that took place in West Bloomfield, Michigan. You know, at the San Diego Chabad house, that was an active shooter. You know, somebody walks into a synagogue with an AR-15 and just starts shooting people. And the more these attacks start happening, and at the same time, there's things going on in Europe and Israel.
We're learning that the Michigan temple ramming suspect had family killed by an Israeli airstrike, and new information today was the brother of a Hezbollah commander, according to the IDF. The Iran-backed militia has been designated a terrorist organization by the U.S. A former member of a terrorist organization turned counterterrorism operative warns sleeper cell attacks are very likely amid the war in Iran.
These are foreign nationals who are in the country, who are autonomous, who are very secret, very closed. They're not posting stuff online. They're not talking trash online. They're very quiet. They're very professional.
But law enforcement experts warn there's a threat of both state-sponsored sleeper cells and lone wolf attacks.
Iran has a track record of using sleeper cells. But the lone wolf has been a lot of the challenge that we have faced over the last decade. The most difficult to counter because they tend to be operating in isolation.
And security comes with a cost. The Jewish Federations of America estimates communities spend more than $760 million a year on security, which is why the group that we talked to is arming volunteers, because many don't have the funds to hire private security. Natasha.
Mills Hayes with that live report tonight. Thank you.
Thank you for watching. Subscribe below and download our NewsNation app right now on your phone, and you will get fact-based, unbiased news for all Americans.